FlossTube. This is Shelly from StenoStitches.
Hi, this is Kira from the Sea Dragon's Lair. Welcome back. We're so excited to be recording yet another FlossTube.
Yeah.
Thank you all for those that have tuned in so far. If you're new, welcome. We have some really good things to get into, so let's go ahead and get into our stitching today. Do you have any whips to show?
I do. I have lots of whips. Okay, so my first whip is going to be a saff. So when I was on vacation last week, I had a new start. Of course, I'll have Kevin put in a picture. I really will this time. I took the pictures already. But this is my sunflower piece.
Oh,
wow,
that's so pretty.
I'm a little rusty on how to get this exactly right. There we go. Okay.
Who's that by?
That is by, of course you asked me, Jan Hicks. Jan Hicks. And if you look in the picture, you can see it does have a border that goes around, but I decided to leave the border off. Thank you, you're so professional. Yep, I just left the border off, and I used just colors from my stash.
And fabric? Do you remember?
Fabric, that is, I do know what that is. That was from my haul. That is Toasted Marshmallow by Gray Snows Fabrics.
That's really pretty.
Thank you. And of course, it's going to go right here in my sunflower display. I realized that I didn't have enough cross-stitch pieces in there, so got that done. I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday and I saw a frame that might be perfect too.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I have a new start whip, and I got it actually as a retreat gift at the Stitch and Thrift Retreat. My table mate, Shelly, gifted different kits. So
Out of the plastic. We're going to do out of the plastic.
You said you were talking.
There's no glare.
Okay, there isn't?
I tilted it so there's no glare.
Sorry. We'll splice that up. Sorry.
No, you can keep this in there. So she kitted this up with the fabric and a couple skeins of the floss and the pattern. Everybody got different ones. She had just found some really cute patterns she liked, and she knew that I'm super into strawberries. So I started it at the retreat, and this is as far as I got. So I love this fabric. It has it's very light pink. It's hard to see on the camera, and
It has splash.
Yeah, it has paint speckles all over it.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited to be stitching that. Okay, do you have another whip?
I do. I feel like we're just rushing through this today.
Yeah, I don't know. Got things to do. Want to actually stitch stuff.
Well, I guess I'll keep going with my new starts because that's what's on top of the pile. And at the same retreat that Kira was just talking about, the Stitch and Thrift Retreat, that was in July, so it was Jolly July time, so I had a Christmas new start. Why can't I do this? God, I can't do it straight to save my life. Okay, so that's Birds of a Feather, and those are different angels. And I got almost one whole angel done. I got everything except for the Krynic. Can't talk. So, I'm excited about those. I think they're really cute, and I think they'll look cute on my tree.
Weren't you thinking about doing it multiple times? Or?
Well, yeah, because I do want to give them as a gift, so that does mean I'll have to stitch them twice, which we'll see if that happens.
Burn that bridge when you get there.
Yeah, exactly. See how the Krynic stitching goes.
Okay, my next one is part of the Animal Crackers series. Do I remember which one it's called? I don't.
No, either.
But this is the mouse that sits on top of the bobbin. So I'm stitching this on 40 count Verdal.
40 count.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm doing it over too, but I really like stitching on Verdal. So I don't like linen. So typically I stitch in the 32 and up range just because it's hard to find even weaves in higher counts. but you can get 40 count Verdal, which is an even weave, and it's so nice to stitch on.
It's
I
very
feel
soft.
Yeah, it's really, really soft. So I am working on this little mouse, and he will be stuffed and put on a old vintage bobbin that I have in my stash.
Very cute. Does it have like a little strawberry or something like that?
It
Or
has
tomatoes?
apples.
Apples.
Yeah, and it's holding a needle, and then it has like there's apples around it, and then all of the one animal crackers by, I don't remember who's it by
It's not
either.
Brenda Gervais, is it? Stacy
No,
Nash.
I can't remember. They have a whole series, but all of them have like a little addition thing too. So you
Yeah.
have like your animal stuffy, then you have something to go with it. So
Yeah.
this one's like a bushel of apples.
Oh, okay.
Don't think I'm gonna stitch it, but
Oh.
they have like the giraffe with like the party hat and
Yeah.
different things like that.
I think one of them has like a Halloween mask or something.
Yeah, I think Bunny does.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, there's lots of them. So
Those are really cute.
super cute.
Someday I'm gonna do those. Okay, another new start at the retreat. Not Jolly July, but I just really wanted to start this one. This is the drawn thread,
There you go.
almost Halloween. If you see up close, you can almost see everything in there. I bought this last fall and wanted to start it. And then a group of us were going to do it as a sal, and we were going to start it in January.
Not me. I said no to that one.
Nobody started it, so I was like, I am starting this because I really like my fabric and I really like the piece. So that's as far as I got at.
The fabric's almost kind of purpley in person.
Yeah, it's called Halloween. I don't remember who dyed it, but the colorway is Halloween. It's purpley and it even has an orangey
Tint
like
to
tint.
it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on there, but it's real nice. When I pulled this out today, I was like, ooh, I want to stitch on that again.
Yeah. Appropriate bag for that too.
Yes, I can show it. This is one of our Teresa Kogut project folders.
Very nice. So another whip that I have is partial whip, partial finish, partial, oh my gosh, I need to get these stitched. So I decided semi-last minute that I was going to stitch my table numbers for my wedding.
Oh.
So I have been stitching
Wow.
numbers and I actually did like a test sample just to make sure that I liked everything. So this is what they're going to look like. There's a little stand and it has a heart at the top. So you have the table numbers on the one side, and then on the back is a little cartoon. So my fiance calls me Honey Bunny and he's my sugar bear. And
Aww.
there's this cartoon that's been around for a long time. It's by an artist, Caspalpo, and they're just like these little cartoons about this bear and bunny
Bear and
couple
bunny.
that do like cute stuff. So I am putting a cartoon on the back of all the different table numbers.
That's
So
cute.
quickly getting those done.
At first I thought it was Studio Ghibli.
Oh yeah, no, that would be cute too. That would definitely be appropriate. But so doing that, I'm almost done. I have 10 done,
Oops.
and I think I need 12. So
Oh, you'll make it.
yeah. I'm getting married September 13th, so it is coming up quickly,
Yes.
but I should have time. And I do have friends that stitch. If I need like, hey, everybody like stitch one,
Well, you
so
only
I
have
get this done.
2 more, so.
Yeah.
And did you dye that fabric or?
No, so this fabric is actually from Millennial Fabrics. I got it at our retreat. She was selling some of her fabrics, and I was like, oh, that's the perfect color.
It's pretty.
And
So
it's
pretty.
super pretty, so went ahead and did that. Yes.
Okay. That's awesome. I did not know you were doing that, so that was a surprise to me too.
Yeah, like I said, it was very last minute.
It's fun though, really fun. And I like that stand, the little heart.
Yeah, I thought that was really cute. It's actually a really sturdy stand too, and it'll definitely get reused at retreats and things like
Yeah.
that. So.
Awesome. All right, next I have regular whips. All stuff that you've seen before. I'll just give you a little update on it. So in our last video, I think I told y'all about this Gemini stitch that I was doing. I can put this behind it. Just Gemini stitch that I was doing for my daughter, who is a Gemini. Ooh, let's try it. I'm gonna get it. This is the comedy section of the video. Okay. Here we go. Okay, looks pretty good.
It's getting the color of the fabric really well.
Yeah, so I had discovered that my new lamp with, I'm trying not to cover both of us, magnifier, I can now stitch on this black fabric. So I pulled this out and I got most of those flowers in. The girls were already done. So putting a little bit of time on that.
What more do you have to do?
I just have to finish the flower ring around the top, that's all.
Nice.
It's not much left at all. So I just wanted to give an update on that. I'm trying to finish some whips, some long-standing whips. You know how that goes.
That is all of my current whips because right now it's wedding season. All hands on deck wedding. I do have a staff. I was gonna show it off during my finish objects. So.
Are you done with whips?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'll just kind of keep
on going.
Yes, I'll give an update. This one, I'll try and stop banging the table. Kevin will put it in a picture for us. So next I have an update on a whip that I've already shown you. This is the Unplug and Go Outside by Emma Congdon in her Cross Stitch for the Earth book, which I believe you can get for free on Kindle, Amazon Prime, Kindle Unlimited, somewhere. So I've almost completed this whole G. Last night I got that goose in. I'm going to show it up really close because it's so cute.
Very detailed.
Oh, the shadow a little bit. Look at the bunny.
Is it very like confetti heavy with all the details or not?
It is a little bit confetti heavy, and I know I've talked about this with you before, but I think it was at the retreat. Because I'm borrowing the book through Kindle, like I can't put it into any of the cross-stitch apps, so I can't zoom in, I can't highlight any colors, I can't do any of the things to make it easier. So it is a little bit tricky, but it's so worth it. I love this pattern. I want to get it done and on my wall.
Nice.
Okay, next update. Put in another picture. Never, ever, ever remember the name of this. I think it's Busy Bee by Lila Studio. I started this season, and I'm about halfway done. I love this pattern. It's really, really fun to stitch.
That's really nice. Is that pretty similar to the colors that it calls for? Or
yes,
do you write stuff up?
No, I'm using the called for. I think I'm using the called for like exclusively.
Don't lose your needle.
Okay, no, it's stuck in there.
That's pretty.
Yeah. So I really want to work on this, but
You just so much time in one
I
day.
know, but it's bee season, so I'm like, this is when I should be stitching my bees and sunflower. That's August, but you just get distracted. But
I had a bee in my garden today. He was
on a coneflower.
Little coneflowers.
Okay, another update. This is in the greenhouse by Moho Stitches. Mojo Stitches, I think it's Moho. I have no idea where I was last time. I really don't remember, but I know I worked on it. Actually, I don't know if I worked on this or not now that I think about it from the last video.
It looks like you might have done a little bit down here.
I could have, and I know I did stuff up here, but
Yeah.
I just can't remember. It's been too long. But yeah, I'm just plugging away at that one little by little. Still love it.
Very nice.
Thank you. Last whip. Just cruising right along.
That's the one.
We're going to make record speed on this video. Yeah, so this is why I didn't stitch on the bee one this weekend, because section 4 of Nature's Journey is out. So of course I had to work on it. God, why is this so difficult? There we go. How do I want,
It's like opposite.
I want this side to get closer. Help me out here.
This side?
Nope,
here, or
this side. Nope.
this
That.
side here.
Okay,
There.
I can't see, but I was able to bring all this down and do this. Last time I finished up here, you kind of can't see some of the stuff that I finished, but I was able to do this week. And next I'm going to finish up this big lunar moth, and then technically section 2 will be done.
Very nice.
Yeah, and I moved the scroll
I was gonna
frame.
say you got your scroll nice and
I did.
taut.
Yeah, I got it tighter this time, and I am ready to go. So fall comes all down this way. So
Very nice.
yeah, that was fun. And I have that one out on my stand in my living room, so I see it every single day. So I'm always like, oh, I should stitch on that, stitch on that. So
And if you already have it out, it's easier to just like sit down and
Yes.
put some stitches in.
just go at it. Yep.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, that was all my whips over the last 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know how long it's been.
Yay.
Maybe 4.
I think that's all essentially that I was working on there, besides my upcoming finishes. I don't know. Again, it's been wedding crazy for me. So, you want to move on to FOs, finished objects?
Yes, I actually don't have any FOs.
Okay, well I have 2. One is, I guess, technically a SAF. So I too went on vacation. I went to Seattle, and then we took a train from Seattle to Chicago, me and my fiance, and spent some time in Chicago and then flew home. But when I was in Seattle, I'm always looking for like craft stores or anything like that. I found this really cute gift shop type thing that had patterns. So I picked up this pattern, and this is actually like a complete kit. It is by Junebug and Darlin, who are based out of Oregon. So the shop tries to get as local as they can, designers and artists and stuff in there. And this came with the hoop, the fabric, the pattern, the 2 needles, just in case if you lose one, the embroidery floss, batting for the framing, felt for the backing, and instructions and everything. So it's all ready to be fully finished, and it won't take me long. I just haven't gotten around to it. But I started it when I was in Seattle, and then I finished it when I was on the train.
Perfect.
So yeah, I got that one done.
That's nice.
And then
First I thought it said save space.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
was like,
no.
Is this about being remote?
yeah, it's
Minimalist? But
Safe
now I get it.
space.
Save space.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it.
And
That's
then another finish that I have
Ooh.
is my Betsy Ross tuffet. So this is the pattern. This was my 4th of July start because I couldn't find my other new pattern to
Did you
start.
ever find it?
No, but I think I know where it's at now. So I finished the top and bottom, so it's going to be a biscornu. But before I stitch it into a biscornu, I am going to tea dye them, just to make it more antique, because it does call for like parchment paper, like parchment for the bottom, and then like the thread was like an over dyed, more like parchmenty thing. So I thought it'd be fun to, because I've never dyed something after I've stitched it.
Okay.
So I thought this would be a fun one to try that with.
I think I have something that I wanted to do that with.
Yeah, I think I've talked about
Yeah,
that before.
If I figure it out, I'll join you.
Yeah, so I plan on dyeing it soon, and then I'll probably hold off on FFOing it until whenever you want to do your
You're
biscornu.
going to be waiting a while.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, July's already over, so I will have it FFO'd before
4th
next
of
July.
Well,
Yeah.
strawberry season comes before then, so
Yeah.
if I get my act together and work on the strawberries next spring.
Yeah. So we're good then. That is all my FOs. Do you have any FFOs, fully finished objects? Oh. Well, you had all the whips then, so.
Well, technically I do, but it's a side quest. I finished that quilt right there.
Yes.
Our backdrop, I finished that. But I plan to go into that more in detail in a different video.
Awesome. Okay, so our local needle shop, the Stitching Kitten, they recently hosted a finishing workshop day. So essentially they opened up their stitching space and they had a whole bunch of trims and they had a sewing machine and they had like batting and board and hot glue guns galore, and welcomed whoever wanted to come and bring in stuff to fully finish. So it was really fun. There was a good turnout actually, and it was really nice to kind of get other people's inputs on things. And then some people are really good at lacing, and they were kind of showing other people how to lace, or it was just really nice to get together and do those finishes. So I brought 3 things that I wanted to fully finish, and I did. So the first thing was super easy, but it was this little,
That is so cute.
here we go, this little ghosty.
I have to stitch that.
And I tried my darnest to figure out what this pattern was from. So it was a stitch along.
Yeah.
It was a 12-month stitch
You
along.
sent it to me.
Okay, so maybe you can find it because I can't find it anywhere. And this is the only one that I ended up stitching on it. And I thought it was really cute, and it was just like had this giant piece of fabric around it because it was like a center start. And so I was like, let me just go ahead, and I had this frame already in my box of frames, so I did put some batting behind it so it is a little poofy, and I took the glass out.
And it's sparkly.
And it's, yeah, it has opalescent fabric.
There you
There we go, a little bit sparkle.
Nice. I like that fabric. It has nice depth of color. And,
Yeah, that was from Fortnite Fabrics.
Oh, I miss them.
Yeah, no
Miss
longer.
them.
I don't think they're
No.
around anymore. Yeah.
No.
So I'm running low on that stash of Fortnite fabric.
I
though.
never had a piece by them.
But yeah, so I finished that. So that was what I started with, just to kind of like get my brain going, get like figuring out the dimensions and whatnot. The next thing that I fully finished is this piece right here. This is called Strawberry Garden by the Stitch Crypt. It was a Patreon release, and
It's perfect.
I was not currently a member of Patreon for them, but when I saw this piece, I was like, oh, okay, subscribe, download, and I started this, I think I talked about it last video, at the music festival.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I have him all done, and then this frame was actually a Christmas countdown
Oh,
thing
okay.
that I got at like Michael's or somewhere on holiday clearance, because I'm like, I can do something with that. And it had like a little hanger that was a chalkboard that you could write the countdown.
Yeah.
So I took the chalkboard off and I added this little like rubber strawberry charm that I had also in my stash. So
It looks really good.
yeah.
It's like fits in there perfect.
Yes, it was a perfect fit.
I love it when that happens. Oh, you even have
I have some ribbon trim around
Yeah.
because my cutting, like I tried to measure and cut and then like trim it a little bit, and then there was a little wonky.
It gets
So
wonky
yeah,
sometimes.
so I just put some ribbon trim around in the edges too, which was really nice because they had that at the shop to use. So I didn't have to buy a
free?
whole, for
That's
free.
cool.
I of course went shopping while I was there,
Yeah.
but yeah, it was really nice. They had all that stuff for us to use for free. And then another finish that I did is this pocket pillow. So a friend of mine,
Cute.
Natasha, she had stitched something and wanted to turn into a pillow where she could put letters for her aunt, I think it was.
Oh, yes.
And she wanted to collect letters from everybody in the family and put it in. So I helped her do a pocket pillow, and at the same time I was like, that would be super cute. I've had this, this is the Valentine Alphabet by Primrose Cottage. I've had it finished for a bit now.
I think you showed that in our first video.
I think so, yeah. So I decided to finish it. This is just ribbon that I kind of bound it with, and the fabric, I already had my stash. I thought they were super cute. They're little gentlemen and lady ducks. So yeah, so if around Valentine's you can always put little like love letters or
I'll be
something
sure
in it.
Yeah, to send you a Valentine.
Yeah, and then I do my pillows where I just sew all the way around and I just chop a hole in the back and inside it out and stuff it, and then I use a no-sew iron-on that I just cut to whatever shape kind of fits, and I just iron it on.
No sew iron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you just kind of like, whoop, iron it.
Cool.
Yeah. So there's that one, and then I have one more finish that I did, not at the finishing day, but I just did this yesterday, I think it was. I've had this piece stitched for a while, and I've had this finishing idea since the very first time I set foot in Barefoot Needle Art Shop. But
Boom.
this is my
That is
dragon. So
epic.
this pattern is called Dragon with Lighthouse. It's by Zamora Alexandra and off of Etsy. And I've had this pattern for a good while, and I've wanted to finish it like this for a good while. This camera is kind of wonky. Okay.
So challenging.
So, yeah, if you go to my Instagram, cdragons_layer, you can see me actually burning it. But what I essentially did was I cut out the generic shape that I wanted to, and then I literally just used a lighter and went around catching the edges on fire and then blowing them out, and then catching them on fire, then blowing them out, and I had like a bowl of water next to me just in case if blowing it out wasn't working, I could just dip it in the water. I did do a test piece. I highly recommend doing a test piece because I've done a test piece on a different piece and it just like caught up in flames. Versus this one was a slow burn. So definitely do a test piece if you want to do this. And then this is just a float frame from Michaels, and they're really cheap. So just 2 pieces of glass essentially.
Is this smokiness part of the fabric, or did that happen?
So the fabric is a overdyed opalescent, again from Fortnite Fabrics. That is like a beachy tone, but around the edges you can see some like the smokiness dyed, but it just matches really really nicely.
So that was in a, oh yeah, that looks so cool. That really added to that, the smokiness.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just perfect.
Yeah.
That's gonna win something.
So I'm really excited about that piece. I can't wait to get it hung up officially.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
So those are all of my FFOs.
Yeah.
Do you have any haul?
I
Okay. Do you want to start with Stitchy Kindness, or do you want to do haul
do. I
first?
actually have Stitchy Kindness, so I can do that.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember, we talked about I had won a giveaway
Yes.
from Charlie Feathers. Well, I received it finally all the way over from the UK, and it was a kit from Historical Sampler Society. It was their Halloween stitch along that they had. Here's a picture of the finished piece, and of course I haven't started it yet. I was just leaving everything in the box, but she gave me the whole kit and the pattern. But of course the cutest little bit is the needle minder. There she is.
A little ghost.
It's a little ghost with pumpkins.
And a flower in her hat.
Yes.
Aw,
Ghost.
that was so
Oh,
cute.
and she's got a trick-or-treat pumpkin basket. So it came with the floss that you need,
Those are really pretty.
and the fabric, and a needle.
Is it linen? It's your favorite color, it's beige.
Yeah, I think that
it
is
looks
linen.
yeah, it looks like it's
Yeah.
linen.
Yep.
Very nice. You'll have to show me what the pattern looks like,
Okay.
because I can't see the magical photo yet.
Yeah, it's really cute. So I was very, very excited to get that in the mail.
Very nice. At the retreat, we did a smalls exchange, and this is the smalls that I received. And it's
cute?
so appropriate because they're strawberries,
Mm-hmm.
and they put the little pin on the back and a 2025 charm with some buttons.
I like those.
So
I stitched that pattern.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really nice. Really nice finish.
Yeah, really cute.
Bad about remembering. Y'all need to, like, when you do smalls exchange, like, actually put your name on the piece because I'm really, really bad at remembering. But so I got that at the retreat and it was super, super nice.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. So I have it on my little tray of goodies that I get from people.
Nice. Very good. I don't have any other stitch
Okay,
kindness.
so I have more.
Okay.
So another friend of mine at the retreat gave me this. She does all the crafting, and my friend Jenny, she crocheted this little strawberry.
Yeah.
Again, everybody knows I love strawberries. I think it's part of like the Woobles collection.
Yes.
So it's a nice little strawberry. So I have that in my strawberry display area next to my desk.
I know how to crochet now.
Oh yeah, you can start making them. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's very cute.
Yeah.
It's adorable.
And then another person, again, I'm so sorry I can't remember names, made these really adorable pin cushions
Cute.
and gave them out, gave me one at the retreat. They were their table gifts and they made some extras, so I got one. And then another table gift that I got from KB is in the shop. Not yet.
No.
Is going to be in the shop.
This was a
I absolutely love
prototype
it.
that
This
he
is a
made.
prototype.
Yeah.
So it's this little mat type thing. So it opens up and it has a tray to put like your orts in. It has some pockets to put like your scissors and stuff in. And then this part folds down and it holds your floss. So I've been using this since I keep it with my strawberry piece because I started at the retreat.
Yes.
So I've been using it for that. He designed it to kind of like fit on the arm of your chair, so you have
Yeah.
everything there with you, which is really nice. I kind of like put it on the ottoman next to me when I'm stitching. My fiance absolutely loves it because it keeps me from just tossing my thread scraps everywhere. So yeah, keep an eye out for them in the shop because they are super nice. They fold up and like I can flail them around and I haven't had any issues with like my bobbins falling out or anything either.
Nice.
So yeah, really excited for those.
Well, that was nice. Comment if you want to see that in the shop so we can motivate Mr. KB to get going on those.
Yeah.
No comment over there.
I have a happy mail for you from my trip.
Oh, how nice. Oh, stitch counters, stitch markers, and they're from Washington.
Yes, so when I was in Seattle, one of
Those are
the
so cute.
places you go to is called
Okay.
Peaks Market,
Oh.
and there is a yarn shop there called the Dragon.
It says Wander. You can't see. Sorry, guys. It says Wander. Go ahead. You
Yeah,
can
so it was called the Dragon yarn or something, and he dyes all of his own yarn. But they have a local person who makes these stitch counters.
These are
So
so cute.
they
Thank
were
you
so
so
cute.
much.
Yeah, you're
I love these.
welcome.
I can't wait to use them. Very nice.
Okay, haul.
Haul. Okay, this is probably going to be one of my biggest hauls. Probably going to say that a lot over time, but this is from the retreat. This is not haul. This is not haul.
I didn't even think about bringing my retreat haul. I haven't even unpacked from the retreat.
Well, I was able to take it all out of the bag and stick it in one pile, so. Okay, wait a minute. This and this. Grace Notes is not from the retreat. Okay, so right before the retreat, Grace Notes had like a little sale on their Facebook page, and I just decided I need some new fabric. So this is more of the toasted marshmallow that I showed in the sunflower piece,
Really pretty variation.
which is real nice. So then that was linen, 32 count linen, and this is a Lugana 32 count in gingerbread latte. So both neutrals. Yeah, different tones.
Different tones, yeah. That one's a little bit more
But-
gray, like on the cool, and that one's more on the warm.
Yes, and this one, gingerbread latte, almost has a pinkish.
Yeah, if you use the right thread, so it would
Yeah.
definitely pull it out.
I think so. So that was before the retreat, and then at the retreat, because I knew that I had ordered neutrals, so I went all color. So look at these two Luganas. They're
Very nice.
so pretty. And I plan to do Christmas on the mint and Halloween on the purple.
Do you know who those are by?
Yes, there's tags. Maybe not. Picture This Plus.
Okay.
I would have to guess that they're both from Picture This Plus because it was was
Miss Cindy. Okay.
in the club, so
Yeah.
she had like a whole bunch. But absolutely love these colors. And then our friend Deb has ventured into doing some dyeing just for friends and stuff. So I bought some of hers. Look at this.
Really pretty.
Oh, it's much brighter in
Oh
person.
yeah, it's super washed out there.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Well, it's beautiful either way, but it is much brighter in
Very
person.
nice bright pink.
Yeah. And this is a blue.
Like
Blue?
a stormy.
Blue gray?
Yeah, blue gray.
Yeah. Both Adas, but that's okay. I was trying to see if maybe the pink would be a little stronger looking. Does it look stronger?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But,
a little
yeah.
washed out, but really nice modeling on both of those. So there's my fabric. So I am stocked up on neutrals and colors. And then I got, you snagged this off the freebie table.
Like cardinal.
Yep, and you actually snatched it for our friend Kim, and I was like, I'm going to fight you for that because that is on my list. So she was nice enough to let me take it.
Yeah.
And I am dying to start this. Like, I might start this for my birthday.
Well, now you know you need to get it stitched quickly so then you can pass the pattern along.
So true. It just looks like really fun to stitch because it's a lot of like kind of outlining and then filling in. So I think it's going to be fun to stitch, and I have not stitched anything by Talon Emblem. Have you?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think I've even heard of them before I saw that.
Well, you sent me one pattern one time, a picture, and,
Okay.
and I actually have that pattern. I just haven't stitched it yet. It
I'm
has
really
like
bad with names.
has a bee and a moth or something, and it has like 3 bugs.
Okay.
But I have that one, but I haven't started it. So I'm super excited about that. And then I got this. I don't remember if I bought this or not.
Or if it was on the
honestly.
freebie
Yeah,
too,
I
yeah.
think I bought it. I can't remember.
That's
but
cute.
it's very cute. And I've seen a lot of these being stitched, the little cats. I like this one with the ghosties.
Yeah.
This is the
Those
one
are cute.
I like this one, the ghost. I'm trying to get
I
it
kind
so
of like
you...
the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I like them both, honestly.
Yeah.
So that looks fun.
I really like this.
This next one?
Yeah.
This one was, what do they call it?
A unicorn?
Yeah. So this is a Blackbird Design Moon Garden. Try not to cover you up, Kara.
Oh.
So, of course, I love the colors on these. Like,
Mhm.
purple and green are just 2 classic colors of mine, but it's really pretty. So, and it's, what's it called? Discontinued, so it's really hard to find. So I was hemming and hawing over it because it was a little pricey for at a thrifted stitch where you're getting things for like $1, you know,
Yeah.
like.
Or off the freebie table. Yeah.
Right. So I wasn't sure, but I am about to. Oh, what's my other pattern? I'm about to kit up.
The cat sunflower?
No.
Oh.
No, it wasn't that one. Where did I put it? Hold, please. I'm about to kit up another pattern. Here it is. With a dark brown fabric. I'm about to kit up this, and I've been shopping for fabrics, and
No, you're
I was at Stitch and Kitten before the retreat and testing out fabrics, and I finally decided on one, but I waited because I wanted to see what I could sell at the retreat to earn the money to get the fabric. So it's not this called for fabric, but it's called like a dark chocolate or something. I'll show it when I get it. So I already knew I had a dark brown coming for this, and I thought that dark brown would also work perfectly for this, so that kind of justified buying another piece of fabric.
Yes.
And then when I was on my trip to Michigan, Mackinac Island and Millersburg, Michigan, I got the fabrics to kit up.
The floss.
Yes, the floss to kit up Moon Garden. I wish I had the brown already
So pretty.
because it's gonna look really nice.
It's like a dark brown?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a chocolatey, but mottled. It's
Okay,
not-
yeah.
It's so here's the, I don't know if this will look good or not, but
Yeah, they're very nice, light pastel-y.
yeah,
That'll really pop in the dark.
it will. It'll just pop right off. And I was curious because the main color is this Highland Heather, and it doesn't really look very purpley when you first look at it.
Looks more pinky.
Yeah, but you could see, if you kind of look through the variegation, there is purple mixed in there, so we'll see how that's going to be kind of fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks very purple in the picture.
Yeah, I think it just really depends what fabric you have it on. Yeah.
And the dye lots could be different now, because this is not a new pattern.
True.
So I debated tweaking it, but I just decided, that's pretty, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's see how those colors come together. So there's another one that I want to start soon.
Very nice.
And so that was we only were able to stop at one stitch shop on the way to the airport on the day we were leaving.
Okay.
And we stopped at the Stitching Well
Okay, yeah.
in Bay City,
I like that one.
Michigan. So they were very nice, and they have a lot of stuff in
A lot
there.
of stuff, yeah.
All different, quilting and embroidery and felting and, I mean, like almost everything. But I got that fabric, and since I was there, I got one of these. Do you remember this?
Yeah, we used to do shop hops. Well, we still do shop hops up in Michigan. They do row by row
Yes.
shop hops. They do them in almost every state now.
Well, I just didn't know if people, I know that they still do shop hops and stuff, but I didn't know if people were still actively collecting the little license plates.
Yeah. Those are
But
so cute.
I've got a collection, so I was like, I might as well get the Michigan one. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with them, but I just decided,
Very nice.
yeah, so.
I also I'm going to show this pattern off because I almost brought it to show
yes.
off. So when I was at the stitching kit, and they a lot of times will have like a freebie pattern. So Caroline?
Yes.
Caroline designs patterns for the stitching kit. And this was one of the freebies that they had. And it's called Mom, Why?
And I am so stitching that this month for Sunflower.
So yeah, it's super adorable. I might need to stitch it for my sister.
I thought that was in the ornament book from.
It might be.
Jingle Ball.
It might have been. But yeah, it's so cute.
But they
so
were
cute.
giving it away free. So
Yeah.
this is my plans right here. This is gonna happen.
And then, so I have a ton of haul that I just didn't have a chance to gather. So I had like retreat haul. I also did a road trip with some friends to up to Greenville. So we went to Panda's Crossing, which is a cross stitch shop that I got some stuff at. Also in Greenville is a place called Recraft Center. There's a few like throughout the United States, but if you are close to one or going to be close to a Recraft Center, I highly recommend stopping. It is essentially a thrift store that is just craft stuff, all the way from bottle caps to frames to fabric to stitching stuff. You never know what they're gonna have. Really reasonably priced. So we went there, and then we also went to All About Fabrics, which is a fabric warehouse. It's actually like 3 giant warehouses, and is open to the public once a month. 1 weekend a month it's open to the public, otherwise it's just like wholesale stuff. So that was a lot of fun, so I got some stuff there.
That was the day I was leaving to go on my trip, so I couldn't go.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll do it again.
Good.
Yeah,
Good,
it was a
good.
lot of fun. But yeah, so anywho, on my trip in Chicago, I wanted to try to go to some sort of art store, craft store. So I found this fabric shop online, and it's called Chicago Fabric Yarn and Buttons. And when I pulled up the picture, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to go there. It's literally right off the L train. So if you are staying anywhere in Chicago, it's like a 5-minute walk, and then just hop on the train. Chicago is so easy to get around. It's a lot of fun. But
I was in the airport, that's it.
it's literally underneath the L train at one of the stops, and it's this tiny, tiny shop that you could barely like walk in, and it's like floor to ceiling, like rolls of fabric, and then like bolts of fabric, and then all like the ribbons and the buttons and the trim from decades.
Wow.
Probably. There's really old stuff in there, some newer stuff. It was just super cool. The guy was really friendly, very nice. But I picked up this fabric. It's kind of a weird material.
It's fleecy.
Yeah, sort of fleecy. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. But this was all that they had left, so I just bought the whole thing, so you didn't have to cut anything.
Quilt back?
Yeah, maybe.
Would
It's
make
just,
it
it's
quilt
really
back.
soft. I love the color. I really like green. Green's my second favorite color after purple.
And I thought it had shamrocks, but it's not. It's just green.
No, just like butterflies and flowers and hearts
Yeah.
and bows and stuff. So I thought it was really cute. So I bought that. And then also when I was in Chicago, my big thing is like I want to touch water. So I specifically made Jason walk with me a good while to a beach, and I was pleasantly surprised to find a whole bunch of
Sea
quote unquote
glass?
sea glass.
Wow.
Technically it would be lake glass because it was on Lake Michigan, but I found a whole bunch in like browns and clear whites and some greens and
I
everything.
can't believe how much you found.
Oh, this wasn't even all of it. Like, I couldn't hold any more in my hands, so I stopped collecting, and I was like, okay. And I knew Jason was kind
Wow.
of done at being out in the heat and everything. He wanted to go eat more pizza, which is essentially all we did.
Yum.
So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, but I want to do something with it.
I have like a glass jar filled with sea glass that my mom collected.
Oh, nice.
So there's an idea for you.
Yeah. So other than that, that's everything I have to show.
Yeah.
Everything you have to show?
Yeah, that's all I have.
A little life update. You went to Michigan. You had fun?
I did. I had a great time. We stayed, it was Hammond Bay on Lake Huron, right on the water. The lake is amazing. It's the ocean without salt and sharks. You know, all sand. You walk out, there was a sandbar, there was really nice floats. You could just float around. It was crystal clear, cold.
Mm-hmm.
Very cold compared to South Carolina water, but I did enjoy it. And yeah, just the lake was amazing. How if it wasn't windy, it was smooth, just gentle waves like a lake should be. And then when it got windy, it was like waves, like a raging ocean. But there was always enough waves, like so you could hear it. It was like being at the beach that way. But we had a great time. It took us like, it was 2 19-hour days, even though we flew, and the flights total were not more than 3 hours in the air, plus a 3.5-hour car ride, but it took all day.
Long layovers?
Yes,
Or-
just
okay.
getting there and delays, and it felt like we were going to the other side of the planet, but
I mean, on my vacation, I took a train that was 48 hours,
Ugh.
which was a lot of fun. We got a sleeping cart, so yeah.
did you like that?
I enjoyed it. Jason was sick, so
Oh.
he always gets sick whenever we travel, like just sinus
Oh,
gunk.
okay.
He also, so the reason why this trip happened to Seattle was he had to go for work. His
Okay.
company is based out of Seattle, and they were having like everybody in office for the week type thing to do whatnot. So he was in office around people, traveling in general, and completely different allergies.
Yeah.
So he was kind of miserable on the train. I enjoyed the train. I thought it was fun. Like all of our meals were included.
He's tall. Did he find it big enough?
He was fine. He was miserable one way or the other.
Okay.
So it was fine.
It's hard to gauge.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge like his uncomfortableness of like the situation versus just being sick. In Seattle, I went to the aquarium. Was one of the things that I did.
Okay.
And they had these like mini Lego kits of animals. So I
Yeah.
picked up a pup in one, and
Oh, cute.
that took like 4 hours on the train. So I was like able to entertain him too because he was getting really restless. But yeah.
That's fun.
That was a lot of fun. And then Chicago was fun. Ate all the pizzas.
Yeah.
I think Pequod's was the best.
Pequod's.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we wanted to get Chicago pizza, but we didn't want to leave the airport.
Yeah.
You know, and go through security. Plus, there ended up being so many delays that we wouldn't have had time to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But we did end up getting a really good sandwich in Chicago. We did take a ferry to Mackinac Island. I don't know. Had you ever seen the movie Somewhere in Time?
No.
I know you haven't.
No.
It was made in 1980. Okay, it's almost 50 years old. But Christopher Reeves was the male lead. He was the original Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a good movie, and my friend had told me that, so I watched it. And so you go to the island. There's no cars, and you eat fudge. That's what you do.
Fudge.
You walk, you look at horses, you eat fudge.
Yeah.
But the waters are crystal Caribbean blue and amazing. So I would have liked to have done a little more in Chicago, but you know, live and learn.
Another time. We'll be back, so maybe we'll have to just like make a joint trip.
Yeah.
So, Cottage Jazz show. That was a lot of fun in Chicago. They have a really good jazz scene in Chicago. That's why Jason really likes it.
Okay.
Pizza and jazz, and that's essentially what we did.
I've been to Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And had Chicago pizza in Detroit, so I've
Okay.
had like really
The deep
good.
dish,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've had that, but I didn't get it this time.
Yeah. Jason's favorite is still Uno's
Yeah.
pizza, but
I
like
saw
the
that.
original location, downtown.
Okay.
But yeah. Awesome.
So I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I think KB is gonna splice in something somewhere about shop updates, but other than that, we do have something on the calendar to record in September. Again, I am getting married
Yeah.
September 13th, which I'm excited for, but
Yes.
it's also like a big whirlwind of stuff. But
Yes, and we're also trying to go camping
Yes.
in September
Yes.
together again. So we'll get you another video
Yeah,
one of these days.
if you guys want one.
And please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I would love to get a few more subscribers, get us over at least 500.
Yeah, that would be nice. We might have to do something awesome for like a 500 giveaway.
Yeah, that would be
Something.
fun. And thank you also for being patient with our technology. We're trying different setups. We're trying all kinds of different things to see what we like best. And if you have any opinions, you could put them at the bottom and help us out to know what you like or what we can just skip or anything like that.
Constructive criticism
Constructive,
is always
yes.
welcome.
Positive.
Yes. I
but-
have this.
Oh, yeah.
This
what
was
is
going to be
that?
like my bonus thing, but no.
Oh, well, you can show it if you want.
Okay, yeah. So I guess if you're staying around, you get a bonus surprise. So my quilt guild in Michigan, or like my mom's quilt guild in Michigan, they decided that they wanted to do a block exchange. So my mom bought this middle fabric here, and everybody got a yard of this fabric, and you have to make 24 blocks. They all have to be the same. And then in June, we're going to do a swap. So everybody will get a block that somebody else made. So I brought this middle fabric with me when I went to All About Fabrics.
Okay.
And I found this pink fabric to go with it. And then I just picked up some of this brown fabric from Hobby Lobby. And this is the block that I'm making. It's really
Nice.
simple, but I wanted something that I can actually like make sure I got done.
Right, yeah.
So just a whole bunch of half square triangles and then sewing squares together.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
good.
that was my prototype, and now that I know it works, I need to crank out 23 of them.
So day in our future.
Yes.
I can see that.
Yes. Okie dokie. That was
So
it.
That's it. All right. It was good talking to you.
Until
everybody.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.